Good morning, good morning. Katie Schaub here. So Joshua just put me on the spot for his type of recording and his type of videos, and now I will put him on the spot for my type of videos. So, are you going to put your phone down so we can have a quick little conversation?
I'm editing a video.
You're editing a video.
Yeah, I'm editing a video. Okay.
Are you going to post it?
I am.
Because you know what? We end up editing videos a lot and we don't put them out. And so it's just a big waste of time unless you are sure about what kind of content you want to create and what message you want to go out, or if you want to be spontaneous.
I can't hear you. There's a plane on the video. Look, we're right by the airport. Whole Foods. Here's the airport.
You are not cameraman on my camera. This is my video.
Your video.
Yeah, so you
Do
can't
not
play.
touch your camera.
You can't play cameraman on my video.
Look at my beard.
So it looks much better. I'm glad you got rid of the poofy Santa. That looks so much better. It's a lot tighter.
Tighter.
It fits you a little bit better. You feel more man-like instead of childlike. How do you feel today?
Manly.
Manly.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you know, the Bunyan look certainly works when you want to be a cartoon character.
I think you had it so bushy so you couldn't see how your belly was getting bigger.
What belly? Look at the size of these. Look at the size of these forearms. Yeah. You want to work out with the right here. Yeah. Oh,
so
you mean this?
So let's talk about that. When I first met you, you were a rock climber, and you hiked about 4 miles a day, and you were always moving, running up mountains when you wanted to. What happened?
You know, Katie, it's interesting that you should ask. I got a flat tire on the highway of life. And then, instead of changing that tire and getting right back on, I walked down the side road.
Got a little sidetracked, did you?
A little sidetracked.
So how are you feeling now? Like obviously you went through some pretty hard life lessons, and you're handling your trauma and keeping that in the background and not running your forward moving life. What does that look like? What are the changes you're making now?
I just reset. You know, I looked at a time when I thought I was an all-star, and I reset back to that. And everybody that I talk to is like, what's your secret? What are you doing? Why, how are you turning things around? And that was my only answer. I just reset. Just like you do with your iPhone or your Samsung Galaxy, which I have no idea how to use. But without digressing, reset, reboot, just find a time when you looked in the mirror and you're like, that was an all-star move. I feel like an all-star. Look back to that time. And if you want to help a friend, how about this? When you don't see the person that you remember, close your eyes. Imagine back to when you saw them. You saw the all-star that attracted you to them. You saw the best version of them. Now reopen your eyes and look at that same person. The way you look at them will reflect their energy. Does that make sense, Katie?
Yes. How I look at it, and I didn't want to interrupt you, but yeah, when we've had successes in our life, we are that. It's not what we were, and we weren't an all-star athlete. We weren't an all-star in our business. We are that. We already possess it inside. Some things have just happened to make us fall away from the routines and the patterns we were doing to make sure we were that at the moment, but you still are that inside. So when you can do that for yourself, or remind a friend that you know that what's inside of them, then yeah, good point.
Wow, that's a killer segue.
Good point.
Yeah, you know, so Katie's got activities and events, here, Phoenix, Tumamuck Mountain, or
Tucson.
Yep, in Tucson, right? Tucson, and then San Diego, Mission Beach. So if you want an activity, KatieShop.com.
Remember who you are, or create who you are today. Either way, forward moving. And if you need any help with that, let me know. See you soon.
I did.
Mwah.
Boom.
Say bye. Mwah.
Bye. Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.
Mwah.